One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Stanford Cardinal and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Coach Marcus Freeman told me before the game he is taking a 1-0 approach, even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today. He said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
Yeah, and they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Back to pass, it's Warren. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole, not good.
And they did tack on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for space, it's Ford. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They're going to ride this running back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the typically reliable Jordan Faison. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it. And it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Fields the punt. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. Looking for room. It's Ford. Defense all over him.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Look out! Blasted as he lets it go.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hits inside, it's Mobley. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Carr. Under pressure. Hauls it in. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And last year to start the season, Notre Dame had everything except for maybe that quarterback spot. Now this year, it's no doubt about it, right? C.J. Carr is the dude, and he chose Notre Dame even though the family has the Michigan ties. But Palmer, he showed last year throughout the season he grew and became a pretty dang good football player.
Yeah, and I think really at the end of last year, he was certainly playing well enough for them to reach the college football playoff. I think he is one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people look at this year's Notre Dame team and they say we are a legit national championship caliber team. You know Notre Dame's going to play defense with Marcus Freeman as the head coach. You know they're going to have playmakers at the skill spots, but C.J. Carr, he's going to be the key for them this season. Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll need a bunch on second down.
Ready? Five. Go.
Quick completion to the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a position, David, that we thought was always a little bit behind some of the elite competition in college football, but it feels like that's starting to change now.
And great house and phase on both backs, so obviously some experience there, but then bringing in some ultra-talented, highly recruited receivers from Ohio State. Those guys usually pan out pretty well. To have that.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. He's dropped.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll move the tight end. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Lets it fly. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect third down and long execution by this defense.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, here on the Cardinals sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a crease. It's Ford. They put the brakes on it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Warren. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Straight ahead, it's 4. Across the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Drops back on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Wants to go up top on second down. Right side, it's Irvin. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. This is now a 7-point game.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country. He's
into the secondary on the right. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Irish. Great job by the back on the option. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Sets his feet. It's Warren. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Play fake, Carr. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Searching for space. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then...
Snags it, and there's running room. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Finds a crease. It's Irvin. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Might have a chance. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling.
Oh, he found a space on them, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Stanford! He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the counter. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Offense gets set for second down. Sends it back in motion. Rides to the back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Got it behind the line. It's Gilbert. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on.
Runs through a man. He might have space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Throwing Carr. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. After that last one, they're staring at a second and long first down marker just short of the goal line. They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Caught. Smashes ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Warren. He's got his man across the middle. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unleashes one. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got a man in the middle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cardinal coming off that big pass back to the line. Wants to throw one first. He fires one deep over the middle. It's dropped after taking the hit. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Working the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Moving the pocket, it's Warren. Got it in the middle, it's Blackburn. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Snap on first down, wants to throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 4 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with Notre Dame's head coach coming out of the locker room. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Guys?
Thanks, Holly.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Flanagan. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. The run inside. It's Mobley. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Irish send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Using his legs, it's Irvin. There he goes! Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to the well. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Warren. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a man in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Quick give. It's Ford. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Might as well give it to him again. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the counter. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work into play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Run in the red zone. It's Ford. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there. Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Drops back, it's Warren. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Cardinal. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. See some running room. Turning it on. The 40. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. What a game he's had. Third touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Long way to go on second down. On the delay, it's Ford. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Stanford going back to work with another first down. From the gun, it's Ford. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To throw, it's Warren. They're all over him. Back's got it on the screen. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. On the ground with the counter. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Right down the middle. Between the hashes, it's Blackburn. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Working the middle, it's complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Looking for a man, it's Warren. Out wide left, it's Ford. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On the ground, it's Ford. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They give it back to him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Turns it upfield.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Snap in the shotgun. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The snap sets up to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And talk about aggressive play calling here offensively. Down close to the goal line. On 1st down, you try to throw it, it goes incomplete. 2nd down, you try to throw it again, and now you get sacked, so you're almost forced now to have to do it on 3rd down too. Whatever happened to just running the football down the goal line and just trusting your offensive line and trusting a ball carrier to find a way?
He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
To the air, it's Warren. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Give to the running back. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Running inside, it's Mobley. He's past the sticks, finding some room. And that was a huge one that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The ride. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's got it on the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
The give on the counter. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. Now the Cardinal decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Looking to pass, it's Warren. Snagged in the middle, it's Yaw. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. A lot of offensive coordinators love to screen you to death and work the ball down the field, Jesse, but a negative play like that will take you out of your game plan.
And that's not the last screen that they've got in their playbook offensively. They're going to try and do it a few different other ways, but give the defense credit. D-line doing a nice job watching the quarterback, stopping the rush, and everybody just seemed to hone in on the running back on that screen.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field.
Down he goes. Can't get the throw off, and that's going to do it. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer.